What's going on, guys? Just trying to get a thumbnail onto this live real quick. Is that done? Okay. On, save, done, analytics. Love your content. Congratulations on the blue wave. On Dami 1. Yes. Huge. Ooh. 72,000. 68,000. 2.6. We're almost at 313. There we go. Good afternoon. How are you? Florida? Sherry? Oregon? How is my dollar mail-in fund going? I think there's like 250, 300 in that box. I think so far. I'd have to take it out and count it, but the last time I counted it was just under 200, I think. What's up, Frank? Come on, Mike. Kansas City, how you doing? Minnesota, hello. Maryland, hello. Maryland, hello. What's up, buddy? I know, we weren't here all day. We're out running errands. And you were here all by yourself. Well, with the other animals, but hang on, you got something going on there. Let me get that for you. Everybody say hello to Franklin, otherwise known as Frank, otherwise known as Frankenstein, otherwise known as the Frankinator. This is my cat, named after the Grateful Dead song Franklin's Tower. He's a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy, aren't you? Tell everybody how good you are. Because you're my cat. You don't misbehave, do you? No, you don't. Go ahead. Get down there. I don't know how old he is. He's the second cat we got, and our oldest cat is 8 or 9, so he's 7 or 8. Yes, he does chew shoelaces, and my wife is pointing that out. Yes, the Dems won big. I do go live every Tuesday, 7 p.m., yes. Yes, I do smoke weed. Every fucking day. Don't be fucking around with stuff in here, Frank. Hi. I'm working on it. Want to hear a joke? Go ahead, computer. You quit smoking weed 3 weeks ago today? Good on you. More for us. Do you know why Santa has such a big sack at Christmas time? Because he only comes once a year. Ba-dum-bum. What's the difference between a gynecologist and a genealogist? I just heard this one yesterday. I pulled it on my wife today. A genealogist looks up the family tree. A gynecologist looks up the family bush. Oh. How do you manage the stress of the shit the shit show we're in? Are these criminals going to prison? Probably not. What made you decide to start smoking? I don't know. It was 40 years ago. Do you watch wrestling? No. What got you into politics? The fact that it affects every aspect of my life. You look tired as fuck, because I usually am. The black paste video had me livid. Wait till you see the video I did about her response, her follow-up video to it. Will ICE keep getting more and more aggressive? Probably. I just downloaded a video literally right before I went live of ICE officers inside a daycare wrestling a woman to the ground and dragging her out the front door. Inside a daycare. What are my PC specs? No fucking clue. Oh, he is smoking loud. Damn right I am. I'm tired of my skin color being people's costumes. I can only imagine. Love your content from Erie, Illinois. Thank you very much. Favorite hot dog place in Chicago. I'm not a huge hot dog guy, so I could give a shit. You know what I mean? It's just not really my jam. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you. You look like a serial killer. That's an interesting one. Lasagna or pizza? Pizza. I don't like deep dish. Probably going to get loud for short bursts of time as I got some landscapers working in the backyard building a fire pit for me, so they're going to have to fire up the brick saw every once in a while. Did Frank go back under the desk? No, he left. He's wandering around somewhere. There you go. Can you rent a room in our house? Nope. Yes, this is the I'm just a bill guy. I'm just a bill up on Capitol Hill. Clyde Eugene. Clyde. What's up, Frank? Clyde. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? The people wanted to see you. The people, Clyde. The people wanted to see you. Say hello to the people. Say hello to the people. You're a good boy. It's a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes. He's good. Say hello. Say hi. You're going to be an old man, aren't you, Clyde? You're going to go back by Mama? Of course. Clyde is, I think, 10 years old. He, there goes the brick saw. Dogs, yes, he's a good dog. Doing good for a 10-year-old. He's the healthiest dog we've ever had, I believe. He's also eaten nothing but a raw diet his whole life. I mean, now we give him some table food now and again, like a little bit here. You want a little snack at the end of dinner here or there, but he doesn't eat kibble. He eats raw food. Love your videos, Tom. Thank you very much. Half husky, half wolf. Scotland, how you doing? That win was in spite the Dem leadership. Maybe the one in New York City, but not the remaining wins that you saw across the board in New Jersey and Virginia and California. Keep importing low-wage refugees and more people lining up for food banks. Tell me you don't have the fucking slightest clue what you're talking about without telling me. You don't have the slightest fucking clue what you're talking about. The right-wing copium today is so poignant. Yeah, it will be for a minute. How do I get rid of procrastinating during school? It has caused so many things to build. I don't know how you fix your procrastination. The presidents of my lifetime, I was born at the tail end of the Nixon administration, so I've lived through Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Poppy Bush, Clinton, W, Obama, Trump, Biden, and Obama. Are you a retired Marine? I did not serve, no. Thank you very much, Wedding Cake of Two, for the $2 donation. I watch a lot. Here is a tiny tip. Every bit helps. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. The fuck? There's something on my shirt? That's unfortunate. Damn, that's a lot of presidents. Well, yeah, technically, if you count Trump twice, it's 11 presidents. Yo, Grandpa, where are you from? I'm from the Chicagoland area. E-begging is lucrative. Don't be jealous, boo. It's not. It's not good. It's not good. It's not the size of the tip that matters. It's how you use it. Bingo. There you go. Awakened. Thank you very much for stopping in. 1972. Amen. That's when I was born. May 13th, 1972. What's up, Utah? That's not a chainsaw. It's a brick saw. It's a brick saw. It's not a chainsaw. I'm having a brick fire pit put in. That is a saw to cut bricks. Well, the retaining wall blocks that they're using, in to fit into the spots. So I have. I'll show it to you guys in the spring when it's all done and filled in. But I bought one of these raised metal planter beds. It's 8 feet long by 4 feet high, or by 3 feet high, 4 feet wide, whatever. I put one out there and I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. So then I bought a bunch more. And what they're doing is, so there's gonna be like, there'll be two here and two here, and then in the middle of them, they're out there building me a 3 foot wide by 8 foot long rectangle fire pit. Because I need the fire pit. I've just been burning on a spot in the ground, and it'll be right in the middle of five of these raised planter beds. So as you're pulling shit out of the planter bed at the end of the season, or you're de-weeding, you could just kind of throw them into the fire pit right there, and when that builds up enough, you can burn it down. So Tinley Park, we were just over, well, near you. We were in Orland today, I believe. Do you like superhero movies? Yeah, yeah. We were over in Orland, looking at furniture. Looking at furniture. Happy belated birthday to you. You're in Palestine? Interesting. How are you? Listen, superhero movies are not exactly the height of cinematic excellence, but they're fun every now and again. My fire pit is full of weed, bras, and leaves at the moment. Gonna light it up right. You took a huge dab and now you're stoned. Do you have a certain furniture style? The furniture that we are looking at is more of a, I would say, more of a 70s vibe. So, hang on. Ignore the price on it, but this is, so like that's the chair, okay? Right? And it's a really, it's called a person and a half chair. It is really wide, but you see how it's got the more of like the 70s style legs, and instead of being right up against the ground, the floor, it's more up off the ground. So we're going to get two of these and two love seats and an ottoman. And I really like this because then the robot vacuum can get underneath here. You know what I mean? As opposed to the stuff that we have now, which is like all the way down to the floor and you can't get underneath it. So, mid-century modern, is that what it's called? Okay, then that's what we looked at. That's at Macy's. We went and looked at it today. So we'll, when I get paid at the end of the month, we'll go buy that. Yeah, it's more of a 70s vibe, and we're gonna, when we redo our furniture, well, because our furniture is brutal and it needs to go. Oh, it's falling apart. When we redo the living room, we're not gonna have a TV in the living room anymore. So it's literally gonna just all be seating in sort of like a conversational area, rather than having all of your furniture designed and laid out so that it faces a TV. So there will be no TV in the living room. If we get this, which it looks like we're going to at the end of the month, hopefully, knock on wood, and they can deliver it in a week or two, then before Christmas, we will have new furniture and there will be no TV in the living room. Are you retired? Sort of. I still earn a living, but I don't really work for it, if that makes sense. I mean, I work for it, but I don't really work for it because I don't really work. What's your favorite drink? I would probably say milk is my, and I know milk is my favorite drink, or a perfectly mixed ice cold lemonade. I'm a great writer. That's an interesting compliment, one I haven't received before. Thank you. Uh, you're tuning in from a gas station while taking a shit. Listen, man, it's those moments in life where you got to take a moment to yourself, just kind of be in the moment that you're in the space that you're in, and just take it in. And if that's where you're at, if you're dropping wolf bait at a local gas station and you're watching me, amen, brother, amen. I've done TikToks from the shitter. Scottsdale, how you doing? Would you ever consider being a potential guest star co-host on that atheist show, The Line? I don't know what The Line is, but I've appeared on a half a dozen podcasts and in a few newspapers and whatnot. I'm willing to be a guest on almost anything. So if there are people out there that are interested in having me be a guest on their podcast, on their YouTube show, send out an email, reach out. We'll talk about it. I really appreciate what you and a few others are doing, calling out the Trumpanzees, as I call them, because here in Tinley Park, I'm surrounded by Trumpanzees. Yes, you are. The Line is a call-in show. Okay. What do you think of Trump's response to Mamdani's landslide win? Basically, he's saying the shutdown caused the win. He immediately upon the results coming in last night, he posted that he wasn't on the ballot, and that's why they lost. And then this morning, he's on a rampage about how the Republicans need to end the filibuster and just pass a bill that bars mail-in voting and requires voter IDs. But he can't. You can't do that. I mean, you can end the filibuster, of course. You can try to pass a bill like that, but elections are run by states. So, as far as I'm concerned, Trump can pound fucking sand. No, the guitar is not available for purchase, but you can buy one. There are some for sale on online. You can still find them. Let me see if I could find any real quick. Hang on. Just give me one moment. Yeah, okay. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. You can still buy them. Yeah, here they are. Sweetwater Guitar Center, Pro Audio Star, 2,100. Musician's Friend, eBay 1,350, Pro Audio Star 1,000. Oh, it's a prop. I don't. It's art. It's not even a prop. It's art. I don't know how to play. This is one of two music walls in this office. The other one's in front of me, and I wanted to bring. I didn't want it to just be all pictures, so I mixed in certain other things. And I used to have, see the head back here, just this really inexpensive, cheap acoustic guitar hanging there, and then that showed up in 2020, and that's where it's been ever since. What's up, Boston? Your friend worships Trump? That's weird. Is that Bob Marley on your wall? Yeah, that's a wood carving of Bob Marley I bought in Ocho Rios, Jamaica in February of 2019. What's the one on the floor? It's just some cheap $110 acoustic guitar. Your son's a guitar nut, right on. 52, hello. I did have a friend named Jerry once upon a time, yes. You bought Schoolhouse Rock series? Kirk Hammett guitar that cost me $5. You want to know the guitar I really want? Never going to happen because it's going to be way too much fucking money. But now that the Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay has passed away, his collection of collectibles, including many very famous guitars, are going to be hitting the auction, and he owned Jerry's Tiger. And that's going to be hitting the auction block soon. And I would do unimaginable things to own Jerry Garcia's actual Tiger guitar. Like, unforgivable things. The one he played on stage? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. I will unfortunately never be in a position to own one of those guitars. But man, it just, I would take any of Jerry's guitars, any of them. But Tiger? Why is it called Cook County instead of Chicago County? Because I don't know why. How is the weather for you there? 60s? Sunny? With a nosedive coming up? I mean, you got windows open. We're driving around today with the windows open. I'm wearing shorts. Guys are outside working, doing work on the fire pit. But by Sunday, we're only supposed to be 37 with flurries. Oh yeah, you're gonna be able to cut glass with certain parts of people's anatomies. Supreme Court will still rule for Trump. Don't get carried away with what happened today. I'm not getting carried away with anything. I didn't even make a video about it. However, it is a promising sign that their questions were skeptical of a president's power to just unilaterally slap on tariffs. Why do people live in Illinois but yet hate it? I have no idea why they do. I have no idea. I listen to the same fucking people bitch and moan and complain about how they can barely afford to live in this state while they're at their fucking weekend joint at the river with their pontoon boat and jet skis and yeah. Seems like you're doing fine. Same thing out here like in the far southwest burbs out here. You get these fucking people that talk about how much of a fucking shithole Chicago is and useless. We got to cut Chicago out of the state, and while they're wearing their fucking Bears jersey. Did you go to a Blackhawks game last night? Yeah. Oh, but I thought the city of Chicago was a shithole. I thought you can't go in there without getting fucking eaten alive, without coming out with somebody's fucking bowel movement. But you went to a fucking Blackhawks game and went out to dinner, huh? Gee, must not be too fucking bad. Just like Charlie Kirk used to bitch and moan about Chicago all the time. And then he'd post Instagram pictures of him hanging out in Chicago. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, here's not a bad airport at all. You love my hat? JD Vance's brother lost last night. Yes, he did, despite having JD Vance's. Listen, Republicans lost almost everything last night. Scotland, hello. I'm not a big hockey fan. Atlanta, Spiral, put a note in your calendar. I go live every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. So even if you miss these, you can watch that one on Tuesday. And every live that I've done is on my page in the form of a full video. So you can go catch up on all of the old lives. You can sit and watch every live, read all the comments, whether it be an impromptu live or a scheduled Tuesday live. JD Vance has a lot of claims about his past. How long have you done this channel? I've had the channel for years, but I've only started doing regular content on it since last November. I've been doing TikToks since 2021. Built that audience up and then started putting my content over here. This started to blow up. I lost my big account on TikTok. And so I said, fuck it. I'm going to keep my shit over here where people want to see my content. So hopefully the midterms go like last night. Here's my problem with last night, and I love what happened last night. I love the wins. I love the message it sends. I love the outlook it gives us moving forward. But where the fuck was that 12 months ago? 12. If we'd have had last night 12 fucking months ago, we wouldn't be going through this shit right now. Trump would be on trial right now, not in the White House. You're still happy with your vote for Trump? You're part of the problem then. Awaken, thank you very much for sending 5 random people gift memberships. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. So your 1.5 million follower account is gone forever? Yes, it is gone forever, along with all 30 plus thousand videos. Folks are saying thank you for the memberships. You're a huge rugby fan. New Zealand playing Ireland last week in Chicago. Did you hear anything about it? I did not. Yes, the guidelines on TikToks have gotten out of control. TikTok has gotten out of control. I don't see it getting any better in the near future. And that's why I moved here. This is my new home. I'm not a TikToker anymore. I'm a YouTuber. Well, thank you, Spiral. I appreciate that. How can you get one membership? I'm financially challenged. Well, somebody was giving away gift memberships. People will do that in the lives from time to time. My town is mostly red. Yes, it has. It was hardcore red, and now it's extraordinarily purple. Because as it grows, it becomes bluer and bluer and bluer. You hate when you try to talk to your dad about the bad stuff Trump did in the past. Yeah, they don't want to listen, man. They just don't want to listen. It's saying red, dead, red, some blue dots burn, huh? India, hello. These people love Trump. Yes, they do. Oh, I'm never going to give up talking to MAGA. It's too lucrative. It's too fucking lucrative. What Trump did was in the past, but then they'll focus on what Kamala did in her past or what other presidents. Yeah, exactly. Now, don't just talk. Democrats, do your job. You were elected to do affordable housing, healthcare, and education. Well, you do understand that local government can't do that in most cases. You're not going to see universal healthcare most likely implemented in New York City as a result of the Mamdani win. But if we want Democrats to do things like that, we have to vote for Democrats. Period. Because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to win other than the Democrat or the Republican. And the Democrats can't do shit if we don't give them the power to do shit. And that means giving them the majority. And a lot of people were like, oh, I'm going to fucking send the Democrats a message 12 months ago. And now here's the message. The message is we got National Guard and ICE scooping people up off the fucking streets. We're in a trade war with literally every fucking country on the planet. You know what I mean? So, oh, listen, that thing on the USDA site is one of many things that if Trump didn't want it to be seen, to be used against him, just take it down off the fucking website. Most programs in this country have always been Democratic ideas. Yeah, because the Republicans don't give a fuck about people. Lower prices would put food co-ops. Yes, yes. Why are they called ICE? Because it stands for Immigration's Customs Enforcement. Immigration Customs Enforcement. What's your guess for the SCOTUS tariff ruling? No clue. Why is Cali so shitty if the Dems care? California. California is the only state in the country that provides insulin at affordable prices. They mandate a living wage. Uh, they're the fifth largest economy on the planet all by themselves. If you don't like it in California, why are you in it? Where did you meet your wife? In an AOL chat room. Do you feel that MAGA channels make more money on what? If you removed California from the United States of America, our economy would go into a fucking tailspin. Yeah, AOL chat rooms were a trip to be in. Thoughts on Mamdani winning mayor? I think he was the best option. California would probably do okay on its own. Like I said, if it became a nation unto itself, it has the fifth largest economy in the world. It has a population equal to that of Canada. There are 40 million people in Canada. There are 40 million people in California. You know who wouldn't be fine if California left the United States of America? West Virginia, Mississippi, Montana. The states that require the funding that comes from states like California in order to survive. Is weed legal in Canada? Yes. I'm also not in Canada. I am in Illinois. California has the greatest GDP in the United States. Yep. It has more GDP than any other state. It has more population than any other state. It's a nation unto itself. At this point, weed is legal to some degree everywhere except, surprise, surprise, the Bible Belt. Both feeling walking a tightrope between life and death. I was walking a tightrope. Sorry, Stevie Ray Vaughan came to mind when you said tightrope. Nothing to be scared of. We got your back, dude. Don't be scared of the oppressors. Huh? Did I see what AOC said about MTG? I did not. First time here so far. Oh, so good. Thank you. Yes, you can grow weed legally in California. You can grow weed legally in certain circumstances in Illinois. Santa, is that you? Nope. I am Santifa. Have I ever tried hard drugs? Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Oh, someone said they were scared. My bad. What kind of dog do you have? I have a yellow lab. Wow, the wind is fucking whipping out there. Do you get to see my dog? He was just in here a minute ago. We have one dog and 5 cats. Take it easy, Rugger. I'm sure I have many family members who don't agree with my political beliefs. They're all wrong. I'm going to have my fire pit today. What's up? Does he need to go out?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to go handle this real quick because I got guys working in the yard and Clyde needs to go outside. So we'll talk again soon.